Hi everyone, nvnailperson. So today I'm going to share the products that I used in my makeup basket the past week. So for all the new subscribers, welcome. And what I do is basically go through the products I used the past week. I have a lot of new products coming in. There's old products you want to rotate and try them out again. Different seasons, sometimes works differently, different times of year for you. So that's the purpose of this video, just to kind of give you mini reviews and share items that I'm currently using or have used, or maybe will stockpile away and drag out in the future. So first off, please subscribe. And I am a member of MAB, Middle Aged Beauties, and we host giveaways every 2 weeks. I will have to link the appropriate channel and information video below, but basically you have to be subscribed to all the MAB members. I have a Google Doc link below, so be subscribed and comment on the current host's video announcing the giveaway. So there you go. And also have your subscription public, so this way we check with each other to make sure you're following all of us. So that sums it up. So let's get into what I used. So first off, today I've been trying to bank through this Stila Stay All Day HD Illuminating Beauty Balm, which is that glow that you see. And it's quite near the end, so it's at a point now where I have to make sure it's standing up in my basket to make sure the product's on the bottom. So I have this on today, and I wore it yesterday, so Friday's a little bit more relaxed, and I just didn't want a lot of face makeup. BB cream I could just apply with my hands, so very easy. Banging through my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow as well. There's just a tad bit left as well. This I do use with a beauty blender or Real Technique sponge or whatnot, but I'm really loving this. And I have a few more. This is in 203, so when I was self-tanning, it's a little bit darker, so I probably need to move to the 202 or 201 now, so I have to try them out, but this one's almost gone, so I might as well use it up. So really like that. And for primers, I'm on a journey right now, my samples journey, where I'm using up as many little packets and whatnot of face products, shampoos, body products. You'll see in my empties video, I'm going through my little perfume vials, so I'm really making an effort so I don't feel I'm wasting these products. So with that, I'm also using my full-size products as well. So for primer, yes, I do use Smashbox primer water, but I've been using sample packets, so I'm not going to show anything. It tends to be the Smashbox, the standard primer, because God knows I must have 50 packets of it, so using that up. Another few facial products before powder I use. I'm using up, this is a little tiny well-used Benefit What's Up. And I do double highlight, so I use a little cream highlight as well. And this one is almost gone, so at the very end of this, and then I can start another stick. And this I pulled out for bronzer. This is the Tarte the Sculptor. I do have this in full size. This is in shade 1, which is the lightest. It does come in 3 different shades. The third one, which is the deepest, is actually best as a contour for me, but I'm kind of foregoing a little bit of contouring. I use a little bit in a product I'll show soon, but this is basically a cream bronzer, so I can apply this with my fingers right over my BB cream, just a little, draw a little line here around my forehead, down my nose, and along the chin line, and then just blend it out with my fingers, and it's been very easy, so love that. For face powder, of course I set either my BB cream or the L'Oreal Pro Glow. Either way, I'm setting it down. And if you've been watching me, you know I've been using up this Bare Minerals setting powder duo. There's a matte and a glow, and you can see I hit pan way beyond what I thought I would so quickly. So I am using this up and I'm loving it, and I'm at a point now where I don't want to ruin the brush that I purchased with this, so I'm using a lower price point brush to kind of get around the edges, but I'm still having some difficulty using this up. So I tried again today. I figured the weekend, just trying. It was a good product. I'm surprised I hit pan so quickly, but I did. In the meantime, I have my next conquest, which is the NARS Crystal Powder. So it's a similar type of powder that it's just a setting powder, but a barely there. You could kind of see it, not really. So it's just a setting powder. So that will be next in line once I make the decision to say I'm done with that one. I don't know what I'm going to do about the glow side. I don't use that as often because I do tend to use a highlighter, and I don't know. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. We'll figure that out. So additionally on my face, now this has become like the MAC week. I try to use products in conjunction with other products. So some MAC products are new. Some are from my stash, and so I'll just go through it. So for face, I have this constructed palette that I got from MAC, and it was a set price. You get these 6 pans. This is called Sculpt, I believe, and it is a just that, a sculptor. And you also have, I would say that this product could be a bronze or a blush, or again another kind of contour, but this one's a little bit more shimmery, where Sculpt is just a matte, a little bit grayer, where this guy's warmer. And then you have the 3 blushes, and I forget what this one is called. It's the white kind of like highlight, but the lightening highlight, not the illuminating kind. I forget the name of it offhand, but it's a constructed palette by MAC. They sell it in at one price point. I think it was like $55 or $60, and I think maybe the palette was free because it came, all the pans came individually. So I've been using this. I haven't used it in a while, so definitely decided to pull out this guide because it does have 3 nice blushes and some sculpt. So it had a lot of the main products I would use. So I do enjoy using this and would love to use it a little bit more. But now is the perfect time. I feel this sculpt and bronze shade are lighter. So I'm not self-tanning, so it makes sense. Additionally for face, I purchased, this is a product from the Star Trek 50th anniversary edition, limited edition. This is Luna Luster, and it's a Trip the Light Fantastic powder. Honestly, I didn't know what to do with this. Initially, when you see it, it just looks beautiful. I wasn't sure if it was a face powder or a blush or whatnot. So when you swatch it on my finger for my skin tone, the first thing I think of is highlight. So you can see right there, I'm swatching it right in front of you, and you can barely see anything, if that. So let's do it again. You could barely see it. So at best bet for me, it's a highlight. I don't know if people use it all over their face or whatnot. I haven't seen anybody else use this or anybody else review it at all. I just happen to not stumble across anyone using it. So I use mine as a highlight. Now remember, I do use the What's Up as well, so keep that in mind. If you see a glow, it's kind of doubled up. I do have it in the corner of my eyes as well, and a little in the usual spots as well. But I wasn't impressed with this. If it's a highlight, I want it to be a highlight. You know, I don't think it's an all-over face powder because I cannot catch this on my little iPad camera, but there are tiny little sparkles in this as well. So I don't know if you'll see it, but it's I don't think you'd wear this all over your face. So it has to be a highlight to me. Who knows? So in my opinion, if I'm reviewing it as a highlight, it's not the world's best highlight because you could barely see it. I mean, just barely. So, okay, tried it. Now for eyes, I'm almost done with my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eye Primer. I cannot believe it. So just an FYI, because you'll see that in an empties. And then during the week, I just like simple looks. I work in an office, so I'm not going to do anything dramatic on my eyes. And in the morning, you're not going to do that anyway. But I just like looking put together. So I pulled out, this is something new. This is the Nordstrom Stay Chic MAC eyeshadow palette. And it is a palette of matte shades. They're all matte. So we had some nice pinky cranberry tones and some very neutral tones. So what I found is that even though these shades like this appears very light in the pan, it comes across on my skin tone as quite deep. So when I put it on my eye, I got quite the smoky eye. So I was quite surprised on Friday when I decided to use this shade. I tend to use these shades during the week, and then maybe a little bit of one of these two, and just a tad in the corner. I cannot read if you're... Yeah, there's some names on here, but it is the Nordstrom Stay Chic palette if you're interested. It is matte. I cannot see all the names, but these three shades are very light, so I use them for like a lid shade. So these two, you can barely see them because of my skin tone. And then I wore this one quite a lot. So it's just like a mauvey kind of shade. And then this cranberry shade was very nice as well. So I got quite like a smoky look out of this palette, I'd say. So I'm happy with it. Like mixing it up with some other, like I would use the Star Trek powder in the inner corner, and that gave it a little zhuzh because it was very flat and matte. So I liked the palette. It was good. Not my favorite, but I liked it. And then combining with, like today, the look I have on is just this black eyeliner from Bobbi Brown, and then I took this pinky purple shade and the inner part of the eye, and then continued on with this cranberry eye along the eyelash line, and finally with a little bit of the black, and I created like a little bit of a eyeliner, tiny wing look, just with the eyeshadows basically. So it's a versatile palette. It's an everyday palette. So if you work in an office, perfect palette for that. So, and then there's my Bobbi Brown eye pencil. And then if you follow me on Instagram, which is also nvnailperson, I wasn't feeling good last weekend, the weekend before, I don't remember, but I have gone through an eyeliner declutter, and I noticed I had a lot of mascara samples, and more than the average, what should be the average person. So what I decided is I'm just going to pull out a new mascara every week and just try them out. So since I was using MAC products, I tried, I had two of MAC false lashes, and I've tried this before, and I'm not really a fan of it. It doesn't do much for my eyelashes, but for the sake of using them and trying them, I'll just share. The product has this very conical, is that the right word, brush. So you can get in there a little bit with the inner part of the brush, but then I have struggles with the outer part as well, because then it's a little bit too long for me, for my eyes. So I'm very picky with mascara, so this is not my favorite. My favorite from MAC is Zoom Fast Zoom Fast Lash, I think it's called. I don't know. I favored it on the MAC site, so this way I don't have to keep remembering, but it's got zoom in it. So I tried out those guys. And then for lips, I did get one more product from the 50th anniversary Star Trek collection. This is the lipstick in LLAP, which is Live Long and Prosper, which I didn't figure that out right away, but I should have. I'm not the biggest Star Trek fan, but I certainly can embrace it. It was on in my house. My husband loves it, so I'm quite familiar with Star Trek, so don't mind if I do. So this LLAP is in a frost finish. It is like a pinky bronze. So there's the swatch of it. The only thing I could say is, and I love the smell of MAC lipsticks, so don't mind me. So, love the smell. But anyway, so I'm not a fan of this frost finish. I've had other products from MAC that I thought were frost finish, and I don't know if it's just this one, but it's a beautiful shade, but it felt very drying on the lips, almost like a liquid lipstick. That's how it came across to me. So I tried it a couple of times, and I'm just not feeling it. So overall, the two products I got from the Star Trek collection, I wouldn't recommend it. So that's that. And of course, underneath, because it is a little bit sheer, I was using, this is the one front and center of my purse. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner, which I love this. I am a lazy woman, so it's a twist up lip pencil. And this is in the shade Exaggerate. No, Innocent. So it's a very light nude shade, so it went perfectly under this guy. You have to be careful with them because they do break off. So that's Innocent. So paired well with that. So because I knew, I usually tend to pull out a bullet lipstick, something that's more hydrating and something that's long wearing. So I, for the most part, wore this Cryptic Cosmetics Depeche Girls liquid lipstick line. This is in the shade Essex, which is the lightest nude shade. Some of the products are very dark, but this one was the lightest of the nudes. So it's definitely like a brown with a hint of rose, I would say, in it. So love the smell of it. It wears well. Do get that funky ring after a while, and if you do the multiple application, it does get that odd feeling, but I do like the product. And then one day I even pulled out, I don't know why, I was just feeling a red shade, and this is Kat Von D's Project Chimp. Love this lipstick. This is the most wearable red. It's like an art, like a bricky red, I would say. Very wearable. I didn't mind wearing it in the office. It was red, but something I feel you can is more every day. So when it dries down, it really stays. I'm very subconscious of reds on my lips with my crooked mouth and everything. So this red was just a nice everyday red. So highly recommend, and it's limited edition. If you want to try it, try to find it. So that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. And that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.